So hopefully you can hear me with this thing. I hope it's not too loud. Let's see what happens. Welcome to a presentation of Major League Baseball as the Minnesota Twins visit the Bronx Knights here at Classic Yankee Stadium. On the mound for the Knights is Brendan Pizarski, making his 15th appearance on the mound. He is 5-3 with a 3.99 earned run average. And he faces, to lead off the game, Richie Ashburn, hitting .295, 2 homers, 32 runs batted in. And here's the first pitch of the game. Tries to bunt his way on, but it will roll foul. Strike one.
First pitch, 7-10.
And he lines it over the head of the shortstop. Big turn at first, but he stays there. And with nobody out here in the top of the first, he leads off the game with a single. Next up is Ken Griffey Sr., 307, 13 homers, 44 runs batted in. Outside. No, outside corner, strike one. He pulls it foul. Count is 4 balls and 2 strikes. And he pops it up in the infield. Francisco Lindor at shortstop makes the catch, and there's one away. So the starting lineup for the Twins: Richie Ashburn led off, plays center. Ken Griffey Sr. is in right. Mike Piazza is the catcher. Orlando Cepeda is at first. Mike Schmidt is the third baseman. Ryan Braun is in left. Eloy Jimenez is designated hitter. Carter Kaboom is the shortstop. And Rougned Odor is the second baseman. So Piazza, 275, 16 homers, 49 runs batted in. And it's a hit and run, but right at the right fielder, Lo Cicero. He throws back to try to double off, but not in time, and there's 2 outs. Ashburn returns to first in time. So it was a hit and run, but he hit it to the outfielder. So next up, Orlando Cepeda, 274, 21 homers, 58 runs batted in. Runner at first. Just misses outside, ball 1. And he pulls the 2-seamer foul. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Cepeda. Quick throw to first. Ashburn is back. Throw down to second is not in time. Ashburn steals second. So with 2 down here in the top of the first, the Twins have a runner in scoring position for Cepeda. The count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Just misses inside. Hitters count 3 balls and 1 strike. Mike Schmidt is on deck. Hall of Fame third baseman. And he misses. Ball 4. So runners at first and second with 2 outs. And Mike Schmidt steps to the plate. He's hitting .263, 14 homers, 42 runs batted in. And he skies it to right. Lo Cicero is there, barely has to move, and he retires the side. So half an inning of baseball gone by. It is the Minnesota Twins 0, Bronx Knights coming to bat. On the mound for the Twins is Logan Webb, making his 15th appearance on the mound. He's 3-3 with a 4.16 earned run average. And he faces Max Lukulich, the center fielder, to lead off the game. 319, 3 homers, 18 runs batted in. He also has 22 doubles. Checks his swing, inside ball 1. Twins are 9 game over 500. Good for second place in the West. Second place in the Central, check that. The pitch is hit foul. Strike one. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Lukulich. And he lines it towards the center fielder. It drops in for a base hit. So Lukulich leads off the game for the Knights with a single. He is a legitimate base stealing threat. Don Mattingly, .315 batting average here in the month of June. And he pulls it between first and second. And it's first and second. And nobody out here in the bottom of the first for the Bronx Knights.
The second baseman, Ramos.
Here's the replay. Next up is Chris Ramos, switch hitter, batting from the left side against the righty Webb. 379, 25 homers, 61 runs batted in. Runners lead off first and second with nobody out here in the first. And that one is high. It is deep. It is Gonzo, ladies and gentlemen. An upper deck shot. A 3-run homer. His 26th home run of the season. And the Bronx Knights take a very quick 3-0 lead. Hoo-wah. Let's see the replay. Boom! Oh my goodness, it's still going. Nice catch. Next up is Benilo Cicero, 280, 17 homers, 65 runs batted in. And he jams him. Short right field. The shortstop Carter Kaboom makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Starting lineup for the Bronx Knights: Lukulich, Mattingly, and Ramos. Benilo Cicero is in right. Matthew Saps is the designated hitter. Matt Termini is at third. Francisco Lindor is the shortstop today. Hunter Renfroe is in left. And Anthony Millo is batting ninth and playing catcher. So Matt Saps, 250, 12 homers on the season. Pitches low, ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
He's the designated hitter today. He does bounce around the infield. So he plays a little short, a little second. And it is a line drive. Oh, nice leaping catch by Kaboom for the second out. Nice play.
The third baseman.
Yeah, show the replay of that. So, Matt Termini is hitting .350 in his last 10 games. His average for the season is .290. And he lines it, but right at the right fielder, Ken Griffey Sr., to retire the side. So, at the end of 1 inning of play, it's a 3-0 lead for the Bronx Knights because of this. A 3-run homer from Chris Ramos. The end of 1. Top of the second. Ryan Braun, .310 average. Steps up against Pizarski. And he fouls it off. 95 on the radar gun. Strike one. And he hits a hard, deep drive, and it will go past the center fielder and roll all the way to the wall. And it's going to be a leadoff stand-up double for Ryan Braun. They have a runner in scoring position. That's his 17th double of the season. Eloy Jimenez hitting .247, 4 homers, 8 runs batted in. He's currently riding an 8-game hitting streak. First pitch is in there for strike one. 2 homers from career home run number 100. And he pops it up back to the screen. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. A little late on the fastball. Fouls it off, slicing into the seats. So runner, which is Braun, leads off second. Count is no balls and 2 strikes on Jimenez. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 is down. First strikeout for Pizarski.
Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 21.
Next up is Carter Kaboom, the shortstop, .282, 6 homers, 40 runs batted in. At the knees for strike one.
No ball. One strike.
And he pulls it into the seats for strike two. Two Mattingly at first. He takes it himself. Runner advances to third with 2 outs.
Batting ninth.
The number 9 hitter, Roughing It Odor, is 272, 12 homers, 43 runs batted in. Swing and a miss at the slider, strike one. Runner is 90 feet from home plate with 2 down. Fouls the two-seamer back to the screen, and there are quickly 2 strikes on Odor. Fouls it back. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Grounds it to Mattingly at first. He'll take it himself to retire the side. So, inning and a half of baseball. It's still 3-0. Bronx Knights lead. Bottom of the second. Playing for Jacob Salazar is part-time player Francisco Lindor. Pops it up. Short left field. Schmidt makes the catch. 1 out. Defense for the Minnesota Twins in the outfield from left to right. It's Braun, Ashburn, and Griffey Sr. And in the infield from left to right, it's Schmidt, Kaboom, Odor, and Cepeda, with Mike Piazza behind the plate. So next up is Hunter Renfroe with 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Another part-time player. He pulls it deep but foul. Hunter Renfroe is giving Michael O'Rourke a day off in the field.
Ball.
Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. In limited plays, has a .280 batting average. Way out in front of the slider. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Renfroe. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouls off the high slider. Count will remain 2-2. He's behind on the slider and he strikes out. There's 2 down. Here's the replay. No, we don't want to look at it. So the number 9 hitter, no one on base, 2 outs, is Anthony Millo. Fouls it off, strike 1. He's hitting .224 with 4 homers on the season. Getting hotter as of late, but still a disappointing season at the plate so far. Swing and a miss out in front. Count is 0-2. Pulls it into the seats, foul. Outside, ball 1. Low, ball 2. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. And he pulls it foul. Right to the third baseman. Easy play for Schmidt. Throws across the diamond. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Webb. And after 2 innings of baseball, it's a 3-0 lead for the Bronx Knights. Top of the third. Lineup turns over. Richie Ashburn is 5 for 6 in this series. He has a single today and a stolen base. In there for strike 1. And he lines it up the middle. It's a base hit. He's 2 for 2. He's 6 for 7 in this series. They cannot keep him off the bases. They can't keep him from stealing bases. He leads the team in hits. He's obviously got 94 now to lead the team. Grounds it up the middle past the diving Lindor into center field. So it's first and second with nobody out here in the top of the third. They've got something doing.
Now batting, catcher, Mike Piazza.
So Mike Piazza, Hall of Famer, played for the Los Angeles Dodgers and the New York Mets in his career. Takes pitch outside for ball one. He's 0 for 1 today with a fly out. He's got a runner in scoring position with nobody out. And he lines it the other way, foul ball. Strike one. Just misses with the change of speed outside. It's 2 balls and 1 strike on Piazza. And he pulls the 2-seamer foul. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top of the third. And he goes after the pitch at the knees. Fouls it off. Runners lead off first and second. Here's the pitch. And he lines it in there. Oh, he gets the out at second. Nice play by Lo Cicero. So it's a fielder's choice. So it's first and third with 1 out. Takes the hop, fires a strike to the second baseman. Check that. It's second base, but that's Francisco Lindor, the shortstop. So first and third, 1 out. Orlando Cepeda steps to the plate. He walked in the first. They need a strikeout or a double play. At the knees, strike 1. Fouls it back, strike 2. And it's a lazy fly ball to center, but it will probably be deep enough to get the runner in. Strong throw from center, but it's just too deep. And it's a sacrifice fly for Cepeda, and the score is 3-1.
Now batting, the third baseman, Mike Schmidt.
Mike Schmidt, 0 for 1. He's up there with 2 outs in the top of the third. Runner on first. In there, strike 1. Just off the plate inside, count evens. 1 ball and 1 strike. Strike 2. Count is 1 and 2 on Schmidt. In there, inside corner, strike 3. Side is retired. But they do get a run on the sac fly by Mike Schmidt. No, I'm sorry, sac fly by Orlando Cepeda, and 2.5 complete. It's the Bronx 3, Minnesota 1. Bottom of the third. Lineup turns over. Max Lukulich, who singled in the first inning, is up there for his second plate appearance.
Number 38.
And he skies it, but the center fielder races towards the gap. Duke Snyder makes the catch for the first out. So, the American League Central Division standings, as you can see, Minnesota is only a half a game out of first. So these games are important for the Twins. Don Mattingly, 317, 17 homers, 64 RBIs. He had a single in the first. Steps in for his second at-bat. Checks swing, down low. 1 ball, no strikes. Two balls and no strikes. And he grounds it. Easy play for Odor. And he throws him out, 2 away. So, second baseman Chris Ramos steps up to the plate. He had a 3-run home run in the first inning. Responsible for all 3 of their runs. Pitch is low, ball 1. And he pulls it high and deep, but curving, foul. Two balls, 1 strike on Ramos.
1 strike.
And he bounces it to the first baseman, Cepeda, who takes it himself
He's out.
and retires the side. So after 3 innings of baseball, it's a 2-run lead for the Bronx Knights. They lead 3-1. Top of the 4th, Ryan Braun at a double in the 2nd inning, steps in.
Ryan Braun.
At the knees, strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike. No.
Inside ball 1. Grounds it up the middle. Ramos fields, fires, got him. 1 away.
The bat.
Pitch speed comparison brought to you by Topps Playing Cards. As you can see, both of them are up in the mid to high 90s. Eloy Jimenez struck out in the 2nd. He's up there with 1 out in the 4th.
Yeah.
Strike 1. The shift is on for the righty. Three infielders on the left side. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup. Strike 2. Grounds it to the overloaded infielder.
Out.
Lindor fires and throws him out. There's 2 away.
Now batting. Number 21.
Carter Kaboom, shortstop for the Twins, steps in. He grounded out in the 2nd. Steps in with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Grounds it past the swiping attempt by the pitcher, but it goes into center field, and with 2 outs, they have themselves a base runner. Here's the replay.
Now batting. The second base.
Almost got his glove on it. Not quite.
O'Doul.
So, Roughing It Odor is up. He's 0 for 1.
3 runs.
Quick throw to second is not in time. Oh, no! They say Millo threw him out. What a play. Let's look at this replay. Anyway, I'm sorry. I think it was a bad call, but bottom line is inning is over. It's 3-1. So, Benny Cicero steps in to lead off the bottom of the 4th. It's a 3-1 lead for the Bronx Knights. And he pulls it foul for strike 1. 7 for his last 23, which is around his season average.
Ball.
Takes a low ball 1. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on the right fielder, Lo Cicero. Out in front of the changeup, count is 1 and 2. And it's a lazy fly ball to the center fielder. Ashburn is there. He makes the catch. 1 away. Matt Saps, lined out in the 1st, steps in. Grounds it foul. Grounds it to the shortstop. Fields, fires. Got him by half a step, and there's 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting.
Matt Termini lined out in the 1st. Yesterday he went 0 for 4 and had a swing and a miss, strike 1. Had a 16-game hitting streak snapped yesterday, so he's looking to start a new hitting streak.
No.
1 ball and 1 strike on Termini. And he grounds it to the second baseman. Odor fires across. It's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Webb, who has settled down after that 3-run homer in the 1st. At the end of 4 innings of play, it's still a 2-run ball game. Bronx Knights lead 3-1. Top of the 5th, Odor steps up. He is 0 for 1.
The second baseman. Root man. O'Doul.
In there for strike 1. Grounds it to the pitcher. Might be a tough play. And he gets him. And there's one out. Nice play by the pitcher, bouncing off the mound. So, Richie Ashburn, who has been super hot in this series, he's 2 for 2 today. He had 4 hits yesterday. And he slices it foul, strike one. There's one out here in the top of the 5th. Foul ball number 2, strike number 2. He fouls it off. Count will remain. No balls and 2 strikes on Ashburn. Again, fouls it off. We'll do it again. Hard ground ball to the shortstop, Lindor. Fires it. Oh, it's in. It's couldn't scoop it. It's in the dirt. Mattingly could not scoop it. Who will they give the error to? E6. They're giving it to Lindor because Mattingly could not handle the hop. Let's see the replay. Even when he doesn't get a hit, he gets on base. So one out here in the 5th. Ashburn is at first. Ken Griffey Sr. steps up to the plate, fouls it off for strike one. And he skies it to short left field. Renfroe is there. He makes the catch, 2 away. Mike Piazza's 0 for 2. Quick throw, and it is not in time. So he steals his second base of the game. So there's a runner in scoring position with 2 outs for Mike Piazza. Checked his swing, but calls it a strike. So the count is no balls and 2 strikes on Piazza. Fouls it off. 96 on the radar gun. The count remains 0-2. The Hall of Famer. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Side retired. So 4.5 innings of baseball complete. Still a 2-run ball game. Bronx Knights lead 3-1. Bottom of the 5th. Francisco Lindor, 0 for 1 today, steps up. And he pops him up behind the plate. Piazza throws the mask aside. And right on the third base line, he makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 away. Hunter Renfroe struck out in the 2nd. He's 0 for 1. And it's a line drive. A base hit. It's going to be a single with 1 out for Renfroe. He's 1 for 2.
Now batting, number 43.
Went up to get that one. Anthony Millo, 0 for 1. He grounded out. He's up there with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. Checked his swing. Ball 1.
1-0.
Weak ground ball up the middle. 6-4. Not in time. So it's a fielder's choice. Millo is at first with 2 down. Max Lukulich, the center fielder, is hitting .320. He's 1 for 2 today. Steps up. 2 outs. And he pulls it 1 hop to the second baseman. He goes to second for the force. And the side is retired. So Webb has really settled down after that 3-run homer in the 1st. It's an official ball game, 5 innings complete. Bronx Knights lead 3-1. Top of the 6th. Orlando Cepeda had a sac fly. Steps in. Pitches low, ball 1. He's leading the team in runs batted in. Waited on the changeup, but still pulled it foul. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Grounds it hard to Francisco Lindor. Fires across the diamond, gets him by a step, and there's 1 away. Mike Schmidt is 0 for 2. 3 for 6 in the series so far. And it's just below the knees for ball 1. And he hits it down the right field line into the corner. And it's going to be a stand-up double for Mike Schmidt. So with 1 out, they have that runner in scoring position. It's his 11th double of the season. Just kind of lined it the other way over the outstretched leap of Mattingly. And then he kind of got caught in Los Cicero's glove, but it didn't really matter because it was going to be a double regardless. So 1 out, runner at second. Ryan Braun is up. He had a double today. He's 1 for 2. Fouls it off. He is the tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. The high fastball count is 0-2. Outside, ball 1. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ryan Braun. And he pulled the slider foul. Count will remain 1-2. Schmidt leads off second. Pitch is fouled off. Swing and a miss at the high fastball, and there's 2 down. That's his 4th strikeout of the game. This is the replay. Chase the pitch. So next up is Eloy Jimenez, 0 for 2. Steps in with a runner in scoring position. And he grounds it to the shortstop, fires across to retire the side. Nice play by Lindor. So 5.5 complete. It's 3-1. Bronx Knights lead. Don Mattingly steps to the plate. 2 lefties are warming up in the Twins bullpen at the moment. He is 1 for 2 with a single. And he hits a line drive, but right there is Kaboom, who makes the catch for the first out. Chris Ramos steps to the plate. Bronx Knights have 3 runs in the game because of this in the first. An upper deck shot to give them at the time a 3-0 lead. He is 1 for 2. And he pulls the changeup foul, strike 1. Checks his swing, it's low. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Ramos. And he pulls the fastball foul. Out in front of it, 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Fouls it back to the screen. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. The bases are empty. And it's a line drive towards the gap, but it will be a single for Mattingly. Check that for Ramos. So they have a base runner at first base with 1 out. Batting leaders in the American League. Chris Ramos is leading the league in hitting with a .379 average. He is 1 for 3 today, or 2 for 3. Check that, so that average shouldn't go up. Benny Los Cicero is 0 for 2. Steps up. Pitches low, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Outside, ball 2, 2-0. He's 3 homers in his last 5 games. And he pulls the 2-seamer foul. Count as 2 balls and 1 strike on Lo Cicero. And he went too far. Says he swung. Count is 2-2.
Count is full.
Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Will the runner be going on the pitch? We'll see.
Ball 4.
Ball 4. So with 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th, there's runners at first and second for the Knights.
Now batting, number 31.
Next up is Matthew Saps, who's 0-2. And there'll be a pitcher change. Manager for the Twins has seen enough.
Your attention, please.
He's responsible for those 2 runners. Brian Abreu is making his 37th appearance out of the bullpen for the Twins. His record is 5-1 with a 5.71 earned run average. So Saps steps in. He's 0-2. Runners lead off first and second with 1 out. And it's a line drive towards the gap, and it's going to fall in there, and it's at very least going to be an RBI single for Matt Saps, which is going to make it a 4-1 lead. So
Number 79.
the runners are now at first and third with 1 out as Termini steps to the plate. It's a 3-run lead for the Knights. Inside ball 1.
1-0.
0-2 and 0-5 for the series. And he grounds it the other way and through. It's going to be an RBI single from Termini, and the score is 5-1.
Now batting, shortstop.
Here's the replay. Just went with it. Drove the ball through the hole between first and second as the runner was being held on. So, Francisco Lindor is up. He's 0-2, but he has runners at first and second with 1 out here in the 6th. Fouled it back to the screen, strike 1. So it's Bronx Knights 5-1 here in the 6th, and they're still threatening. Checks the swing, it's low. Ball 1, count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Lindor. He pulls it foul. Count is 1-2. Runners lead off first and second.
Ball.
Count evens at 2-2. And it's a line drive down the right field line, and it's going to go all the way into the corner in front of the 314 sign. And it's going to be an RBI double for Francisco Lindor and a 6-1 Bronx Knights lead. That's his 5th double of the season. And it's now runners at second and third with 1 out. And they're starting to open it up. Hunter Renfroe steps in. He is 1-2 with a single. He's got 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. And he grounds it up the middle and through for a base hit. It's going to be a 2-run single for Hunter Renfroe. And the score will be 8-1 Knights. They've broken it open here in the 6th.
Now batting, number 43.
Right back through the box and through.
Your attention, please.
So, another pitching change. Will Smith comes in out of the bullpen for the Twins. His 36th appearance. He's 2-2 with a 1.47 earned run average. A little too late with Will Smith. So, Anthony Millo's up. Runner at first. He's 0-2. Fouls it off, strike 1. Inside, low, ball one. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Millo. Lindor leads off first. No, check that. Hunter Renfroe leads off first. Pitches outside 2-1. High and tight. Hitters count 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner leads off first here in the bottom of the 6th. 5 runs have already crossed the plate. And he swings and misses out in front of the slider. If the count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Will the runner be in motion? It's a good question. I don't think so. And he pulls it. Oh, it's booted by Schmidt. He throws to first, and it will not be in time. So, will they give him an error or a base hit on that? They're calling it a base hit. So, runners at first and second with 1 out. Lineup turns over. Max Lukulich is up. He's 1 for 3. He's 2 runners on. Outside, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Hard ground ball to the shortstop. Over to second for 1. Back to first. It's a double play. They doubled up the fastest man in the infield. But 5 men crossed the plate. And at the end of 6 innings of play, it's the Bronx Knights 8. The Minnesota Twins 1. Yes. Top of the 7th. Carter Kieboom 1 for 2. A single in the 4th.
Number 21.
And he grounds it foul for strike 1. And he hits it high and deep. Long run from Lukulich. He will make the catch. Nice running play by Max Lukulich. I'm not sure if anybody else could have made that play. And there's 1 out. Covered a lot of ground. Roughneck Odor is 0 for 2 with two ground outs. Checks his swing, but it's in there at the knees for strike 1. Out in front of the changeup, strike 2. Good pitch count. He's economical. Fouls it off. 2-seamer. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes on Odor. He lines it, but right there, oh, it's over the head of Los Cicero and will go to the wall. Strong throw back to the cutoff man, but it's going to be a stand-up double for Odor, I believe. Yep. Stand-up double for Roughneck Odor with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Time to get somebody warming up in the bullpen. Madison Bumgarner will warm up. Ashburn's 2 for 3. He's been hot. And he pulls it foul, strike 1. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss over the top of the changeup, 1 and 2. Pitches high, 2 and 2. And he lines it to Ramos, who makes the catch for the 2nd out. The runner does not advance. So next up is Ken Griffey Sr. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Average is .307 in the season. And he lines it the other way, and it is in there for a base hit. Strong throw from Renfroe. Oh my goodness. Anyway, runners at first and third with 2 down here in the top of the 7th. So I think we're going to bullpen. I think we're gonna. He's gonna pitch. He's gonna go through it. He's gonna get through it. It's a line drive, and it's going to drop in. It's an RBI single for Mike Piazza, and the score is 8-2. Damn.
Now batting, the first baseman, Orlando Cepeda.
So, Orlando Cepeda's up. Inside corner, strike one.
Ball.
1-1. Fouls off the two-seamer, count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runners at first and third with 2 down here. It's a 6-run ball game, but 1 bad pitch. And like that, for instance, high and deep. It is just foul. That was a few feet from being a 3-run home run. And he skies it to right, but Lo Cicero is there, makes the catch, retires the side. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. The Bronx Knights lead 8-2. So that's all he's going to do. Mattingly's 1 for 3. Before we do that, we go to the manager's office. Bullpen. We're putting Bumgardner in there for the 8th and 9th, unless he gets into trouble. So Donnie Baseball, 1 for 3 against Will Smith. And he flares it the other way. Easy play for Ryan Braun, and there's 1 away. 1 pitch, one down. Chris Ramos is 2 for 3 with a homer and 3 RBIs today. Sure he'd like more. Switch hitter now hitting from the right side against the lefty Will Smith. Outside ball 1. 2 lefties warming up in the Minnesota Twins bullpen. They have a bevy of left-handers in that bullpen, obviously. He hits it high and deep, but it is playable. Ken Griffey Sr. makes the catch, and there's 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting.
Benny Lo Cicero is officially 0 for 2. He does have a walk and a run scored.
No.
Inside and low, ball 1. Fouls it back to the screen. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Lo Cicero. Pitch is low. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike.
2-1.
And he pulls the slider foul. Count remains 2-2. 6-run lead for the Bronx Knights. It is the bottom of the 7th. They're leading 8-2. 2 outs, bases empty. And he hits it off the end of the bat. Relatively deep, but playable. And Senior makes the catch to retire the side. So, 7 innings of baseball complete. It's the Bronx Knights 8, the Minnesota Twins 2. Coming out to pitch the 8th for the Knights is Madison Bumgardner. He's pitched in 19 games. His record is 4-1. He has 2 saves. His ERA is 3.03. He faces Mike Schmidt to lead off the top of the 8th. He's 1 for 3 with a double. And he pulls the fastball foul, strike 1. And he grounds it foul for strike 2.
No.
Just misses the strike zone low. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. 50,358 in attendance at Yankee Stadium. Almost a sellout for classic Yankee Stadium. And he lines it. Racing over is Renfroe. Makes the catch for the first out in the 8th. Nice play.
The right fielder, number 8.
Next up is Ryan Braun, who also had a double. He's 1 for 3. In there for strike 1.
No.
Pitch is low, ball 1. Fouls it back to the screen. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes on Braun. Grounds it to the third baseman. Termini fires across the diamond, and there's 2 away. Eloy Jimenez is 0 for 3. 2 down here. Bases empty in the top of the 8th. Changeup floats in there for strike 1. And he hits a line drive, base hit to center. He makes a big turn, but holds it first with the 2-out single.
Now batting, number 21.
And that was good enough for a 9-game hitting streak. Carter Kaboom steps up to the plate. In there, strike 1, 94 on the radar gun. He is 1 for 3 with a single. And he skies it towards the right field gap. But right there is Lo Cicero to make the play and retire the side. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 6-run ball game. The Bronx Knights lead 8-2.
Your attention, please.
Prince Park, left-hander, making his 28th appearance. He's 4-0. He is 4-0, but he has a 4.55 earned run average. Matt Saps steps to the plate. He's 1 for 3.
For the Bronx, the designated hitter, number 31.
Outside ball 1.
1-0.
Fouls off the slider. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Saps.
Ball
2 balls,
down.
1 strike on the designated hitter.
Ball 3.
Hitters count 3-1. Termini is on deck. Here's the pitch. Backdoors him with a slider. Count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Saps. And he skies it to shallow center. The right fielder slides over. Ken Griffey Sr. to make the first out.
The batter,
Bullpen is still active for the Twins, a righty and a lefty. Matt Termini has an RBI single today. He's 1 for 3. Steps up with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. And it's a line drive the other way, and in there, he's 2 for 4. And with 1 out, they have a base runner. Nice hitting.
now batting,
Inside out swing.
Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor steps in. He is a switch hitter batting now from the right side against the lefty, Prince Park. And the pitch is fouled back to the screen, 96 on the radar gun. In limited time, he has a 327 batting average. And he hits it high and deep. But at the warning track, he makes the catch for the 2nd out. So, Braun makes a nice play. So Hunter Renfroe has 2 singles and 2 runs batted in. Steps in there, 2 outs in the 8th. Outside ball 1. Over the top of the curveball, count evens in 1 ball and 1 strike on Renfroe.
Ball 2.
Ball 2, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss at the fastball. 98 on the radar gun. Count evens at 2-2. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first will be in motion here in the bottom of the 8th. And he pulls it down the third base line, and it will roll all the way to the corner. The runner at third will advance home. It's a double and an RBI for Hunter Renfroe, and the score is 9-2. It's his 3rd double of the season. Here's the replay. So, Anthony Millo is 1 for 3 with a single. He's a runner in scoring position. And he's going to get him home. That's going to be an RBI, probably an RBI single, yes, because he doesn't quite have the speed. But it's an RBI single, and the Bronx Knights now lead 10-2. It's a 2-hit ball game for Anthony Millo, who's been struggling at the plate lately. So the floodgates have opened for everyone. Here's the replay. Nice view from that low camera angle. So Max Lukulich is up again. He's 1 for 4 with a single. And that may hang up there just long enough for Ken Griffey Sr. to catch it, retire the side. It is 10-2, last licks. Top of the 9th for the Minnesota Twins. They need 8 runs to tie. Can they do it? Time to see. Roughneck Odor has a double today. He's 1 for 2, 1 for 3. Check that. In there, strike 1. Madison Bumgarner's in there for his 2nd inning of relief. Pitch is low, 1-1. And he hits it high and deep. It is curving foul. Missed a home run by a few feet. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And there's 1 out here in the 9th. Richie Ashburn is 2 for 4. And he slices it down the line, but it goes foul. Strike 1 on Ashburn. He is 2 for 4. Pitch is low. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on Ashburn. And he slices it down the opposite way, but into the seats. It remains 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ashburn. Outside, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on the center fielder. Just misses. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And he laces it down the left field line, and it will be caught by Hunter Renfroe. Another nice play in that left field corner. And they are down to their final out of the ball game. Ken Griffey Sr., 2 for 4 with 2 singles, 3 for 8 in the series, steps up against Bumgarner and takes strike 1. And he lines it, but it's going to fall in there for a single with 2 outs in the 9th. Ken Griffey Sr. refuses to be the final out of the game. Serves it into left field the other way. That'll do wonders for your batting average. Never give up. So next up is Mike Piazza with 2 outs in the 9th. He represents the final out. In there, strike 1. He's 1 for 4 with a single and an RBI. Grounds it to the shortstop. Lindor tosses it for the force. Side retired. Ball game over. And the Bronx Knights win 10-2. They have won the game 2 of this 3-game set. It's a split so far in this 3-game series. The rubber match, the 3rd game, will happen tomorrow to determine who wins the winner of this 3-game series. Let's do this the right way. So, the final. Bronx Knights, 10 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. Minnesota Twins, 2 runs, 11 hits, no error. The win is Brendan Pizarski. Loss goes to Logan Webb. And the player of the game is Chris Ramos, who hit a 3-run home run in the first inning of this game. This has been a presentation of Bronx Knights Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. And if you like Dungeons and Dragons, check out our D&D videos on this YouTube channel. Trust me, you will enjoy it. We play on Monday nights. So thank you so much for joining me, and have yourself a great night.